Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today I am doing another tech rant, and this is one that a lot of people have been waiting for and definitely wanted to finally get it out, but I wanted to wait for something because I knew Snapchat was going to post their earnings today, and they lost $2.2 billion. Why is that? Because Snapchat sucks on Android. That's why. And it's just this simple. Snapchat has almost done nothing to improve the app on Android. And here's the thing. You have, yes, a huge iOS following, and that's where your following is. But the reason why Android users don't really give a shit about Snapchat and they immediately abandon it for Instagram and Facebook is because your camera software sucks for Android. It just sucks. Every time I've gotten people, and full disclosure, I don't use Snapchat. I never have, never had any interest in it, didn't care about it. I do use Instagram. I don't use Facebook Live because, again, not really me and don't really care for it. I use YouTube Live, but it's just, that's what I use. I use YouTube and Instagram, and I use Facebook, but I don't use it for video purposes. So, but why is Snapchat now having issues when they lost a couple million last year and now they're losing 2.2 billion since going public this year? And again, most of it was because of stock options. But why are people not going towards Snapchat as much as they are towards Instagram? Instagram has over 2 million 2 million active users, whereas Snapchat did go from 150 to I want to say 160 something. So they did grow up about 10 million, but why do they not have anywhere near the numbers of Instagram or Facebook? It's not only because they are newer, but more so the fact is that Snapchat doesn't look as good. If you ever used it on an Android device, you know it doesn't look as clear. But here's the thing. iPhone hasn't been the best camera in 3 years. In 3 years, Apple has not been the top-rated camera. It hasn't been for 3 years. Yet, Snapchats look better on iPhones. Well, how is this? Why is this happening? It's because of their app developers. They do not spend enough time on at least major selling phones on Android. Look, you don't have to spend time on every single phone. You know, if you don't want to spend time on an HTC or a Huawei or, you know, a ZTE smartphone in the US, because that's where your main market share is, then that's fine. But why does the S8, which definitely has a better camera, if you see in our camera comparison to the iPhone 7 Plus, why does this one not look way better on the iPhone 7 when if I do a straight video, it looks better? When if I do a straight photo, it looks better? So why doesn't it look better on Snapchat? Well, again, that's because of the way their app developers are just, I'm guessing, just spending way more time and attention to iOS than on Android because they are just not doing good at it. It has not been the best camera for 3 years running has been a Samsung, a Pixel, or other phones, but they have not been an iPhone. And just do that. If you just do the big phones, you know, the G6, the Pixel XL, the top selling Android phones, that's all you need to do. OnePlus 3T or OnePlus 3. Just concentrate on 5 phones. 5 phones. The top selling 5 Android phones, and more people will use Snapchat. But until you actually care and develop it so that the cameras are actually utilized in the right way and not downgraded, not blurry, just software touches that you guys do, I mean, it just looks nowhere near as good. And again, I don't blame Android. I don't blame Samsung. I don't blame Google for the Pixel. I don't blame LG for their G6. It's all on Snapchat. Because if you go to the actual cameras, better in every way. Better in every way, almost every time, hands down. You can see the photo comparisons, not only on our channel, but all over the internet. And these cameras are better. Every year it's been which camera's been the top rated. Apple hasn't done it for 3 years running. So, that being said, why is it not as good? It's because of their developers. That's why. And if you want to compete Snapchat, look, already, and I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, I'm not saying it's perfect, but already Instagram and Facebook live feeds and stories look better than Snapchats do on an Android. So if I'm an Android user, why would I use you, Snapchat? Why? Why would I even care? So that is the big difference. That is the main reason why Snapchat, if you want to really gain market share, if you want to start doing users, then stop ignoring more than 50% of the users in the US. Because that's the biggest thing. If you really want to make gains, if you really want to, you have a whole half that you don't pay attention to. So that's the biggest thing. Just pay attention to the top selling phones, right? The top selling smartphones. Make sure that those cameras look good. And that's it. That's what you need to do. So that's what really needs to do. And again, this is another tech rant. We've done a couple of these already. We're going to keep doing more on this. And it's just kind of to like really kind of go over why things are the way they are and why things are happening. So when you see, oh my God, but I see Snapchat everywhere, the spectacles were a big thing until they actually got wide release and not as many people used them. But why do people not use Snapchat as much? Why is Snapchat just lose and posted $2.2 billion in loss? Yes, again, don't get me wrong. I know about the stocks. I know that that's what they're saying, that it happened and everything like that. But there's a reason why it hasn't grown as quickly as Snapchat would like it to, and it's because they're neglecting Android. That's the reason. It's no big mystery. It's nothing really like why. Android Snapchat does not look as good as it should because the cameras are, again, higher rated than iPhone cameras, but always what happens is every time people take a photo on an iPhone on Snapchat, they're like, oh, see, it looks so much better on an iPhone. And why? Because the actual quality is better. So that's the interesting part that I want you guys to kind of just, and hey, tag Snapchat on this, tag them, and tell them, if you have any Android device, post what Android device you have and forward this on to Snapchat on social media. You can tag me. My tag is right there on the bottom at YouTube Tech Guy. You can tag me on it and tag at Snapchat. This is what I have. Tag them on social media and like, why don't you fix this? Why don't you make this better? And yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think and which phone do you use. And so maybe they'll get it like that not everyone is an iPhone user, that Android users make up a lot of their market. And maybe if they actually catered more towards us, we would actually use Snapchat more. Thank you guys always for watching. Make sure to check out all of our other tech rants, as this is not the only company I've gone off on. So yeah. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.